presented in API Days Paris. So it is about how you can protect your business and what exactly is API driven world and what are the risks you are portraying while using the APIs. So, before I start, I would like to share one incident that happened in the 2021, in which there was a consumer credit company named as Experian, and they had to pay almost $700 million for one of the vulnerability which was exposed through one single API. So you can imagine the impact, how impactful the risk and the vulnerabilities are through these APIs, through these single APIs. And the cause was because of broken authorization and security misconfiguration. So they were basically not updated according to the new patch versions, and they had not well maintained their authorization, like the access, the role based or whatever. So that's why they had to gone through with all these exposure of personal identified information of their customers. So here I am to give you a brief about just an overview how you can build a robust API security roadmap and how you can definitely build the capability for your business. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Akansha Shukla. I work in ABN AMRO Amsterdam. That is a bank in Netherlands, and I'm a security domain expert there, mainly focusing on application security, API security, and I have around 10 years of experience and worked in various domains of security. I did a couple of certifications and also looking forward for new more. In my free time, I do write some articles. So if you are interested, you can definitely look into my blogs, which are mainly focusing on API security at this moment. But I will enlarge my scope and write about DevSecOps, threat modeling, and also about how you can build the maps, the capabilities, risk management. So that is my future goal. So that was all about me, and let's now look into how what is this API security and how it works. So basically, why we called API is the double-edged sword of innovation, because definitely this is the API driven world. Everywhere it's API, like your every day to day, whenever your applications are communicating within each other, the services, the platforms which you are using, maybe for authentication as well, everywhere it's API. So they are basically behaving like engines and empowering the digital innovation, like digital economy. Like if you talk about mobile, if you talk about IoTs, Internet of Things, if you talk about fintech, e-commerce, any field, everywhere it's API. So basically they are helping developers to generate and to like reduce their amount of work which they do, like it's just a little bit of code change and they can regenerate the functionality. So it also empower and help developers. So you can imagine when, like, if it is like helping developers, so the ample of API is development, the growth is exponentially increasing every day. So we are building and only building API. So what exactly we are like what exactly we are trying to do with so if we are every day increasing the amount of APIs, so we are definitely creating a kind of minefield, like security minefields, and and inviting attackers, and also increasing the risk for our organizations, for our business, for our open platforms. So basically these are definitely creating an expansion in your attack surfaces for your organization, and it is definitely increasing a risk for your organization. And in the past, in 2022, Gartner predicted that this API attack vectors and the surfaces will frequently increase. And here we are in 2024, that definitely it increased very much. Like most attacks are happening through these APIs, because it is easy to get the information if you have one open API and it is containing some kind of personal information. So it is very easy for the person who is sitting outside. They can leverage that information and create and exploit it. and get the information whatever they want. So definitely the breaches got doubled in numbers, and yes, they are creating a risk in that. So I took few example or lesson learned from very high profile API breaches. One is like in Facebook in 2019, they exposed million of users, like they exposed the personal identified information for many users and paid amount for that because they had to pay penalty. In 2021, AXA, they allowed unauthorized access to customers. They again, like millions losses they have to pay, and the stock got dropped, and so many things happened to them. Then in the last year in 2023, PayPal, like they also had some kind of fraudulent transaction which also imposed financial security of countless users. So some or the other way, these attacks are impacting your business. They are impacting your revenue, your stock market. So this is the lesson learned which can help us to generate the capability in our organization. Here is a question which I asked when I did it in person in API days, but definitely you can also have a look. So it is about which API OWASP top 10 was the most reported in 2024. Injection, BOLA, security misconfiguration, and sensitive data exposure. So it is broken object level authorization. Yes, BOLA was the highest reported vulnerability in 2024 out of OWASP's top 10, and now we know where we are lacking behind. So that means we are still far away from generating our access management in our organization. So these are the top 4 vulnerabilities from OWASP's top 10 which I picked up because they are the highest and the percentage was really high in reporting the attacks in 2024. The first one is broken object level authorization. So it is nothing but just a replica of IDOR, which is insecure direct object reference. So there, the access management is not properly, and the account number is somehow like if I get an ID which is available in your request parameter and I change it, then I can get the access of some other user. So that means it is not properly sorry, it is not properly maintained. So authorization needs to be done in an accurate way to protect these kind of vulnerability. Second one is broken authentication. So again, it is like you are living in a house which has open door and you do not lock it. So definitely you are inviting some kind of attackers who are just sitting behind, and they just wait to enter in your house or your system. So broken authentication was another thing which was reported most. Third is excessive data exposure. So it is like giving the information which is not needed. So overly permissive APIs leak like sensitive information. They also give valuable data which you can protect. If you maintain the request and response in a proper way, you can definitely try to reduce this vulnerability. And the last one is lack of resources and rate limiting, which is nothing but denial of services, DOS attack, in which your application will completely stop working and it will go in standstill. So what attacker are trying to do, they will send ample amount of requests to shut down your system or application. So that is also another reported vulnerability from OWASP top 10 in the past year. Um, Another question to check your knowledge, maybe you can have a look. Which of these is a common sign of potential API attack? Usual spike in API traffic, consistent and regular API request, stable and predictable API response time, and last one is decreased API usage over time. So definitely last one option is not, I think it's very easy to judge this, that API usage is increased definitely over the past year, and it is increasing gradually every day. So the answer is usual spikes in API traffic. As I mentioned in the starting, that yes, we are every day increasing the growth of APIs, the development of APIs. That's why we are creating some kind of open platform for attackers and inviting them to take the opportunity. And if we are not building the API security in a proper manner, then definitely they are going to take an advantage. So, this was all about how and what attacks happen in the past in this year, what are the lessons learned. Now, let's take a look on API security defensive layer and how basically you can develop a multi layer strategy that addresses security at every stage. So, you can start with governance and insight. Definitely, you can enforce guardrail, develop standards, develop policies, enabling checklist and empowering developers by giving them training, awareness, and help them with the tools, resources, and last, developing API capability building. So you need to understand in your when you start developing APIs what you need to have in your head to develop a robust roadmap, to develop a strategic approach to address these API risks. You need to think from very start. And for that, you need to go through the CI CD pipeline and these 8 pillars, basically 8 aspects of developing this API security. You can start with the design, you can develop secret management, how you are storing your API keys, where you are storing, is it encrypted, is it in the vault, how you are deploying, what kind of access are you are providing. Then if you are maintaining the testing aspects, like you do you have a static analysis, you have a DAST implemented or not, are you developing inventory, are you maintaining the inventory, what kind of protection, your protective measures you have in your implementation, and what kind of monitoring you have for your APIs if any unusual traffic hits, if any unusual activity happens in your API traffic. So, and last but not the least, governance. So these are the aspects which you need to take into consideration while developing a defense and multi-layered strategic approach for API security. You can definitely start with API secure by design principle. You can build the foundation of your API as security, and that would be the first step. So when you do threat modeling, you need to do thinking about API security. What could go wrong? Where are the communication happening in the application, within the services through these APIs? Who are the consumers of our APIs? How they are consuming? These are the questions you need to ask to yourself and develop a strategic approach while defining any kind of functionality or designing the application. Then integrate security testing in your development workflow to definitely catch and fix vulnerability in early stage rather than going into the production. Because if you do it early stage, they are definitely going to cost you less rather than paying a penalty or some kind of like some kind of maybe ransomware can happen at that stage, and you have to pay a lot of money at the later stage when your APIs got exposed, or maybe some kind of personal information of your users got exposed. And the last is deploy active defense to block attacks and protect your APIs in real time. So that is also a very important aspect in developing the multi-layer strategy, that you have your robust approach for in the for real time. You are not hypothetically maintaining any kind of security aspect, but you are enforcing it in your real time day-to-day activity and the implementation. So, start with API discovery. Definitely, it will help you to identify what exactly you have in your universe of APIs. And I would say you cannot secure what you cannot see. And I also wrote a very, a very descriptive article about that, so you can go to my Medium and you can have a look. So it will highlight what kind of what are the steps you can develop for particular API discovery, and how you can develop a comprehensive approach for API discovery. So there was an example that there was a financial institute, and they were just doing a random network routine traffic analysis, and they identified that they have 100 of undocumented shadow APIs. So you can imagine the impact what we are exposing to outside world, that we do not know we have hundreds of APIs and nowhere it is documented. And if any functionality we are needing, we don't know if it is already existing, so we can leverage the existing APIs. We can just consume it through those endpoints rather than building a new API, right? So documentation helps in this format and in this area, and API discovery could be the first step to develop your visibility of your universe of your APIs, right? How you can do this basically? So there are three major aspects you can leverage. Scan your code repository, like you can get the view of what exactly you are exposing in your repository in your code environment. Then definitely examine your gateway logs for any kind of unusual traffic patterns or requests. Then analyze your network traffic to identify what exactly calls you are maintaining for APIs, including those from undocumented APIs or maybe shadow APIs. Next comes your 24 by 7 real time or runtime protection. So it will definitely helps you if any unusual activity happening, if someone is trying to bombard with ample amount of requests to your system or to your applications, or they are just trying to leverage your APIs through some kind of information they have, then they can just trying to uh, get into your system through those APIs. So runtime protection can help you. They are like a protecting security guards which can proactively look into your environment and give you information. So it was an example from gaming company who used AI powered anomaly detection system, which detects any kind of unusual activity, and they have the business logic flaw in their APIs. So through these anomaly detector, they got to know that yes, there is something is not good enough with their application, and they mitigated that. They took a proper remediative measures to address that vulnerability. So, how you can do, what are the key runtime protection techniques you can leverage? WAF, definitely. Then behavior analysis, rate limiting. That is also very good to highlight that what exactly, how many requests you can address in one go, and what exactly request and response parameters you are giving in your APIs, right? So it also helps you in specification of the APIs in the request, what headers you are passing, what kind of method you are using, how many parameters are there, and in the response, what exactly you are getting as a response. So these are the aspects which you need to check. And if you do runtime protection, you can definitely get the information if there is not a legitimate request or legitimate activity happening in your environment. And this is my favorite, shift left approach. So I really worked I have a good amount of experience in DevSecOps and shift left and threat modeling. So definitely empowering developers can help you in building API security approach. And how you can do that? Integrate security in every stage of API lifecycle. So as I mentioned earlier, also you start the security from the very scratch. Like when you start designing your application, it shouldn't be the afterthought. You need to think from security mindset. You need to develop the security mindset. You need to understand what is the importance of security, what risk you can what kind of risk you can you may have to address in the later stage when you are live or maybe in the production available for end users. And you need to give proper awareness, proper tools to your development and to your developers so that they can help us because it is a shared responsibility. It's not one person's job, right? So it's like your job as a security consultant or as a security advisor or whosoever you are to help them to address these kind of risk in the early stage. And then when they have the correct information, correct knowledge, correct training, correct tools, then they can definitely develop a proper secure application, secure system, and secure APIs as well. So what you can do, you can definitely use and do static analysis. You can leverage secure coding guidelines and security testing frameworks as well. And here comes the conclusion. So I would say secure your APIs, protect your future, act now. Don't wait for just breach to happen. Take control of your API security today. It's a time, because already we are. We got to know many attacks happen because of APIs. One single API exposed a lot of personal identified information. This attack happened, that attack happened. So if we already know that yes, broken authorization is something we need to do, then why not now? Why not develop access management? Why not develop the authentication mechanism now? Why not start with API discovery? API discovery is something which you need to understand, like which you need to know what is attack surfaces you are exposing to outside world. If you are not starting with that, then definitely it would be too late for your organization, right? Invest in the right tool. A lot of tools are already available in the market, so check, compare those, and use them. They are there for the usage, right? So you can use for your organization, get advantage. Don't just spend some time in building them, maybe it's not a good idea. Help your developers, empower them, encourage them towards security, do some kind of training awareness, follow the shift left. Do, if you are not doing threat modeling, I think this is the time to start with threat modeling. Think from API perspective as well, not just usual threat modeling, but you can also focus on API OAuth top 10 risk, which are already known vulnerabilities. So you can think, okay, if Bola is something we are getting lot in the market already, then why not think from that perspective when we are developing the roadmap, and address the known vulnerabilities which are already available. You can definitely think about what exactly you are exposing. What if you are maintaining or updating your softwares regularly? So these are the aspects which you need to consider while developing API security in your organization. If you want to discuss further, please feel free to reach out to me over LinkedIn, or you can definitely drop me a mail, and we can discuss how we can develop more concrete roadmap for API security. Thank you so much. Feel free to reach out to me over LinkedIn if you have any feedback, any comment, anything further to discuss. Thanks a lot.